Dance with the Devil is by far the greatest creative undertaking I've yet attempted. And it wouldn't have been possible without my amazing cast and crew who were so dedicated and who worked so hard. This is how we made it.
What a waste of love.
Oh, that looks gruesome.
Oh, good. That's so good. Oh, it feels good.
It's not that bad. It's just, your chest gets cold. Before we get into how we made this what it became, let me tell you about what it almost was. I first thought of this idea shortly after I was out at this country dance with my wife, Becky. We had some other friends there, and one of them was my great friend and training partner, Elena. Anyway, she and I wound up having a dance together, and we found it very funny and awkward at first that we would be standing so close to each other and not trying to kill each other. It was a spontaneous thing. I had this cool idea of like a fighting dance thing, right? A well-dressed man, a woman in a dress, where it looks as if they're gonna dance, but they fight instead, right?
Yeah.
That was like some initial idea.
Yeah. Well, you came up with the concept, yeah.
I thought Arely would be the perfect person for the role. At this point, I'm thinking of just making a music video with this sparring/dance scene. Arely is one of the toughest people that I know, and she's very physically adept and capable as a training partner, and she'll be the first to tell you.
I beat up Spencer lots.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, he cried. He's no good at fighting. He's actually terrible at it. Every time he wins, I'm just pretending.
The idea expanded. We joke about making it a James Bond kind of thing. I think about using a Sean Connery accent. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and the prom queen. I write a script. I figure it's gonna be a extended intro, short little outro, maybe 10-minute long music video thing, experimental. One thing that we did was we had a really sweet car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Jaguar, right?
Yeah. That was one of the best parts, I think. Why on earth did you get involved in this production?
Well, if I can help somebody, why not?
Yeah, the guy showed me how to drive it as a stick shift. Yeah, I drove around the parking lot a bit. It's fast, too.
It would have been a different movie altogether. It just wasn't meant to be. When we went down to Calgary to film at the Barn, this was Arely's first time acting. And as excited as she was for the fighting, we had like a little dialogue sequence beforehand.
Yeah.
Which was a struggle, but we did all right. It just, we
came. You were doing fine. I realized I'm not an actress at all.
But regardless, we were ride or die on the project. We push through it, we get to the fighting.
Spencer ducks, I go over, I grab, he grabs. It's kind of like flip through the front, and then I would spin and take his back and choke him out. And when we were practicing it, it was going perfect. But
things are getting late. We're getting tired. I think it was about 4 in the morning. And despite all of our prep work,
yeah, didn't feel it till a couple hours later.
There was a lot of blood, though.
There's a decent amount. I think it almost knocked me out. Mm-hmm. Then I was like, oh, wait. Yeah.
I felt pretty shitty.
I thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, I hope it scars.
Arely is a farmer with a lot to do in the summer. Plus, she had a month-long road trip scheduled with her sisters shortly after filming. And yeah, despite all the work we put into the Barren and the Prince of Wales Armories and everything we did there, we just couldn't finish what we set out to do.
I'll be honest, I was uncomfortable doing the dialogue.
Yeah.
Not natural in front of the camera at all.
I'm not gonna pretend like this hiccup was an easy one. Like I just went, oh, there goes all that silly time and effort of other people that I convinced to work on this project, and I have nothing to show for it. You know, it did suck. Like I felt bad. And the biggest problem was the risk for hurt feelings. You know, Arely knew how much this project meant to me, and bailing on it was the last thing she'd ever want to do. I felt bad, like I had tricked her into something that made her uncomfortable, and that's the last thing I ever wanted to do. Plus, I elbowed her in the face. And the pain that caused my elbow can never be undone. My right-hand man, Dylan Sane, who played the guy I threw off a bridge in this film, who previously played a guy that I choked to death with a chain, summarized this whole situation with his characteristic empathy and understanding.
I'm almost grateful for it because we learned and grew a lot as independent filmmakers, because we have to write to what we have. And I know that's something that you've talked about, that you try to write with what you know, what resources you, even if you don't have them, what you could realistically attain. So a lot of times we cast our friends and stuff like that, right? And because people get excited about a project, a lot of times it'll be like, oh, we want to push them to do it and like see them spread their wings. And sometimes it's like, that's not the type of wing they want to fly on, possibly, right?
Yeah, but not all was lost. We did have a workable fight scene with my character at the Prince of Wales Armories. So this is one, grab the head, to about there.
Yeah.
And if you protect it and cover it this way and jump at the same time. I had people telling me to give up, to quit, cut my losses. But on the other hand, I had people like my wife, people like Lee and Dylan telling me to keep pushing. And after a couple of weeks of moping, I did come around. I told myself that I refused to let this obstacle stop me, that this obstacle would become the way. This wasn't gonna be some goofy little script anymore. I resolved to make it richer, darker, even sexier. My strategy this time was, instead of finding a fighter who could learn how to act, find an actress who could learn how to fight.
You just reached out to me by text. I was like asking you, well, having this project, are you interested? It could be a physical role. And I thought, well, define physical. First question.
Elena put in over 18 hours of training.
It demanded strength, definitely, endurance. This was just wrestling with somebody who's much bigger. That was challenging.
Yeah.
And also the fact that I'd never done it before.
I wanted to make sure that before the sparring scene her character had with my character, that the audience had a reason to believe she could fight.
She went from something she's not used to doing and was comfortable and smooth. It was impressive, right? Because she only took some instruction from you.
Yeah, but for those moves,
Yeah.
not 18 hours.
You sent me a video, say, hey, by the way, this is what you're gonna do. I'm like, okay.
We tried to practice.
And from what I understand, you did it in a controlled environment,
Yes.
not on a rough wall wearing heels, right?
When it came to choreographing a fight scene between little Elena and a monster like Stuart, no one would rightly believe that she could beat him in a fist fight, but she could surprise him, use a weapon to her advantage, and outsmart him. This is the first thing you've been involved in, like film-wise, right?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Intimidating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What part of it?
Someone's standing there with a camera in front of you and you can't look at the camera.
It wouldn't be a proper spy film without a cool car, and since I updated the script to be more modern, Stuart was nice enough to offer his car. Of course, I had to take it for a test drive.
You wanted to go for a drive.
It's the Stewart's car. Mustang, supercharged. When you're sitting inside of it, the sound, it sounds like it's sucking the air and everything out of the car. Me and Dylan hanging off the side of that, him with the camera, me with the big old boom pole over top. And the coolest thing is, none of the other cars, you could tell that was that car. It was really cool.
And then there were the car bros. Ashton and Connor were complete strangers to us who just happened to be walking by while we were filming.
You pulled in and they're like, wow. And then you're like, hey, you want to be in a film? And they're like, oh, yeah.
The car bros were not the only ones new to acting. We had a handful of newcomers on this film, not least of all one of the leads, Tanisha Mthombeni. This was your first acting gig, right?
Yes.
Tell me a bit about your experience as a model and how did that translate into this? Was this a whole new world? Was this something else? Like, tell me.
Definitely a whole new world. Whole different book, different chapter, different. Because modeling is still pretty intensive of a career to do, but there definitely is a different level to acting. I started as a freelance model and kind of stumbled into this.
Modeling is something Tanisha and Elena both have in common, and it goes to show how strength in one creative discipline can lead to strength in another. Each of these actresses brought multiple talents to the screen and behind the screen, and as a fairly new director myself, I really appreciated that. Was there a favorite part of filming for you? Ooh, tight.
It fits.
I could strap this on one leg. Yeah, any particular part that stands out?
Oh. Telling Elena how to slap you. I think that was good. That was really good.
Look, I think the time has come to admit that I have a problem. I can't stop writing scenarios where I get slapped in the face. I don't know why.
Take one when you're ready. Take 5.
It's good to see you too, Amelia. When it comes to action in general, whether it's a slap or a 3.5-minute extended sparring sequence, my hope is that it feels real to the audience. This means taking the time to work out each stunt.
You said I can Spartan kick you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
When I started making rap music, like 8 years ago, I did not know that it would lead to such a strong love for film, but it has. And here I am. I'm building a team full of people I love, and few things in life bring me as much joy as making art with my friends. And this is just the beginning of that.
What I really enjoyed about how we worked on this, and it's something I'll keep doing going forward because it's something I learned in the positive column of things, is you let the actors take the part and add what's natural for them. And not just actors, I mean everybody collaborated in different ways doing makeup and filming and whatever, but it's like playing to people's strengths kind of because, for example, Elena is Russian.
Because you're Russian, because you speak 3 languages, I wanted to write the role to fit you. I tried to kind of, make it work in that regard.
It's really cool and unusual, and I'm really thankful. Because honestly, you didn't know me, but you believed in me enough to actually do it. So that was actually almost unbelievable. I never had that before.
Would you do something like this again?
100%. 100%.
Would you do it again?
Oh, hell yeah. I'll do it every day if I have to.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah.
They were all good people. There's a lot of laughing and goofing around.
I really liked doing the choreography stuff. I like doing those moves. That's a lot of fun.
In art, a lot of times, limitations foster creativity.